Hello and welcome to the chat room on CGTN. I'm Zoyun. The chat room is a very special online live streaming which offers our guests from different sectors and also backgrounds about their thoughts on a certain topic. And today we're going to try something very, very different. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to have a debate. Why? Because now we are in November, and November is what? It's a really, really big month for shoppers, especially for maybe a little bit crazy shoppers like me, because in China we have the Double 11 Spring Festival. In many other countries around the world, we have the Black Friday, Cyber Monday, etc. So today, that's why we're going to have this debate, and the topic will be, should people buy to stock up during the holiday seasons? And we're going to have guests from around the world, from China, the US, and also Russia, New Zealand, to share with us their thoughts and insights. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together and welcome a special guest and also the debating panels. And the first guest is our special observer for today, is Xu Yanran, who's an assistant professor from Renmin University. Let's welcome.
Hello, my name is Yanran Xu. You guys can call me Sharon. I'm currently assistant professor of School of International Studies at Renmin University. I had been in the States for almost 7 years, so I had the experience of buying stuffs both at Double 11 Spray and at Black Friday. Thank you.
Wow, thank you. Thank you so much for coming. Have a seat. Aren't you too pretty or too young to be a professor?
Oh, thank you so much.
But today is about girls talking about shopping, right?
Yes,
so I really look
exactly.
forward to that. Okay, thank you so much for coming. And now let's welcome the first guest for the affirmative side. Is Dominic. Let's welcome.
Hi, I'm Dominic Lam Ho Cheng. I'm from Hong Kong, and I'm currently studying in Renmin University of China and major in politics. And so glad to be here with my professor, Xu, Sharon. I hope you will give me a full score later.
This is your professor, seriously?
Yes, seriously.
Oh my goodness. So what does she teach you?
Diplomacy.
Diplomacy.
Yeah.
Oh my. So you must be extra nervous today because your professor is here.
Of course I do.
Okay,
of course
great.
I do. Just
That's
in case
good.
she doesn't give me a good score later.
Okay, that depends on your performance today. Okay, let's see. Let's welcome Cal. Welcome.
My name is Kel Holmes. I'm a journalist and a comedian based here in Beijing. I'm from the United States. I write about global warming, the economy, and those are just my jokes. So I'm glad to be here to debate this topic.
Okay, welcome Cal. Please be seated. I don't know, you guys, whether you noted, like when you guys speak, it's really serious, it's really formal. But when Kel speaks, it's like a stand-up comedian, right? He's like doing that. So, but today you'll be serious, right?
Yes.
Not too many jokes. Everything you say will be true.
Very
you
serious.
Promise?
I promise.
Okay.
Pinky swear.
Okay, now let's welcome two guests from the opposition side. I believe it's two girls. First of all, let's welcome Macy.
Yola, hello everyone. My name is Macy. I'm currently a freshman student in Renmin University, major in the School of Sociology and Population Studies. I'm super glad tonight, not only because I got to meet you, my idol, right after my midterm calculus exam, but also for having you guys in front of the screen to share this Black Friday. And I would say it is with you guys that today is not a Black Friday, but instead a bright Friday. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Great to have you. It's a very well said, very bright Friday. And like you're excited to see me?
Yeah, I'm your fan. Big fan.
I'm so. No, come on, professor. Is this your professor as well?
No.
Okay, so you have to beat him, okay? Because he's really nervous that the professor is watching now. Okay? Okay, now let's also welcome Kate from Russia. Welcome.
Hello everyone. I'm a graduate student from Beida, and I write about environmental studies and educational technologies, and I'm excited to be here. My favorite animal is elephant, and they cannot jump, so I feel like maybe you feel superior right now.
Okay, I do feel that. Welcome, Kate. Please be seated. Wow, it's really interesting, Professor, right? Because we're talking about shopping, whether they should overbuy or whether they should stockpile. But I noticed that for the affirmative side, we have boys, two boys. You're saying, yes, people should buy a lot, right? Especially during this discount seasons or shopping seasons. And the girls, usually, the people who buy a lot, like shop till you drop, they're the ones saying, no, please be rational. So is this really something that you believe?
Oh, yeah, actually we are empty inside.
Oh.
Yeah, and
Okay.
there is no need to buy because you cannot fill this hole.
Because you don't need anything,
Yeah.
right? Oh, do you see that? Yeah. And
She's a kind of super smart woman.
oh, come on.
I appreciate that perspective, but it's also, I think, beyond ourselves to take part in these events like Black Friday and Double 11.
Okay, that's good to know. And now let me tell you about the rule. The rule for today is there's no rule. No, I'm just kidding. I'm doing you. No, girls and boys, there will be rules, but just a little bit, not too much. And the first is that we have for the opening statement. So we have one person from each side doing their opening statement, and that will be 2 minutes. And after that, we have come to, I think, maybe one of the most fierce rounds of the debate, and maybe something you guys really look forward to is the free debate. And finally, we have a Q&A session. So each side will have the opportunity to ask 3 questions to the other side. So please, that will be, I think, the killing session maybe for each other. And also we have something special set up here. That is the white flag. So usually what does white flag indicate?
Surrender.
Surrender, exactly. So here also, it has similar meanings. So first, if you can't refute the other side's point of view, you can raise your white flag. And also, if you are in hope of changing the topic or changing the sides, you can also raise this little flag. So I'll just hand it over to you. So each of you will have a little flag. And please use it wisely. And
It's a keep
yeah,
it in
thank
case
you.
need it later.
And appropriately when you need it. You can put it on the side of your chair. We already have a mark for that. Great. So now the rules are clear. Any questions for me? No? For the professor? No?
No, of course not.
Of course not. Why, you're too afraid to ask her a question, right?
Maybe later.
Oh, later, because you don't want her to know what did you buy for.
Exactly.
Exactly. Okay. But she will know. She will know, right? Because she's so smart. No, I'm kidding. Okay, now he's really getting nervous. I'm so sorry for that. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's now just start our debate. And first thing first, we're going to have the opening statement. So first from the affirmative side, please. Is he going to do a debate or is he going to do a stand-up comedy? We'll see. We'll see. Okay.
Double 11, Black Friday, these are 2 very important markers for the fall season, for the end of the financial quarter. They come at a time, especially this year, after amazing, profound economic hardship. The COVID-19 pandemic has wrecked the entire global economy. Many countries are in recession. A lot of people do not know the security of the future, whether or not they'll be able to have stable jobs, stable wages. Consumer confidence is at an all-time low. That is exactly why we need to take part in Black Friday and Double 11, and we need to actually take part in it enthusiastically, because these are not just holidays to buy what you want or to fill some itch that you've been having for a while. This is about stimulating the global economy so people can have jobs, so people can have good wages, so delivery workers can have something to look forward to, something to work for, something to bring home. Also, I'm going to argue that buying stuff on Black Friday and Double 11 actually helps the environment. It helps us understand that we can buy stuff and we can sell it secondhand. We can accumulate things, give it to relatives and family and friends, so they don't have to buy things and waste more money than they would otherwise. I think it's really important for consumer confidence, for the economy, and for communities that we take part in Black Friday and we take part in it with every inch of our heart and every part of our dollar. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Cal. So, very, very big topic that he's giving. This is good. Very serious.
Yeah, right.
But
boring.
Oh, boring. Are you girls going to do something more interesting? Let's see what you have. Okay, go. The girls go. Okay. And now let's see the opening statement from the opposition side. Let's take a look.
So, okay, first of all, I would say I didn't spend a penny on this year's Double 11 as well as Black Friday. And first of all, I want to declare my opposition to stock up in Black Friday or Double 11 or shopping fees, shopping sprees, and etc. So I would say this firstly because it takes not only visible, countable cost, but also uncountable and invisible opportunity cost. And also it would result in harmful ramifications in environment as well as economy. So first of all, to establish my point, I would like to share a story of my own. Okay, so it was 4 years ago when I was in New Zealand living with my parents when we just moved on to our new house. So at that time, I and my family were looking for some household basics to cook or so. So then it is where we found, we came through a set of box which contains 5 woks, and we found it perfect. Immediately we thought they're perfect for Chinese cuisine. But then it states 500 New Zealand dollars. And what happened next is that a friend with us, she's a local, she told us that there is going to be a bottom price for this on Black Friday. So we wait after month until Black Friday comes. And we finally got it with, it was a bottom price. It was 80% off. It was only $100 for 5 boxes. They were just nicely as we thought they would be. But what happened is that after we used this for several months, we moved back to Guangzhou, moved back to China. So they tend to be useless. But think of it. We've spent months for having used the Prombish cook tools, and we only use them for several months, and that's a waste. That's a waste of money and time. That's what I want to say.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Macy. Thank you. Okay, very clear points from both sides, right?
This story.
Okay, now the affirmative side say you should buy a lot to stockpile because it will stimulate the economy. That's extremely important, especially during a crisis like the pandemic. It's also good for the environment because you can sell secondhand or you can give it to your relatives. And also the opposition side, they don't agree clearly. The girls have a very strong, and also they say a very interesting point is they don't believe, and you seriously don't spend even a penny during the Double 11.
I didn't.
Oh my goodness.
I
Good girl.
actually participated in anti-Double 11, and we organized the swap party with friends. So we
there's
were
something like that.
exchanging.
Serious organization like that.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So they're saying this is a waste of time, a waste of money, and clearly a waste of the resources. So very interesting points from both sides. And now let's just, how about just kick off the free debate round. So ready, boys and girls?
Of course, boys versus girls.
Okay, let's do the free debate. So first thing first, affirmative side.
Well, to clearly state my point, I think it's very important for the economy that we stock up for Black Friday. It's something that actually is, it's doing something for others. It's actually helping society so we can have more to redistribute, amongst the people. Like if we spend a lot, if people spend money, that gets the economy booming, that creates jobs, that can even go into government revenue, which helps reduce inequality. I think it's very important that we don't give up our responsibility as consumers to serve.
So buying is responsibility. Okay.
Well, great. And to start off, I would say that we only talk about goods and buying goods, and Black Friday and Double 11 usually is about goods, but what about services? We skip the services part, and instead of promoting giving better quality services and selling services, for example, boosting people to think about new hobbies, we just think about supermarkets and how people will fight for a new TV. Does TV will fulfill your life, or maybe a new hobby will?
Does TV fulfill your whole life? Does it? Does
New
it?
TV won't fulfill your life, but new toilet paper will fulfill your life, will save your life. Imagine when you're sitting in the toilet and you find yourself running off your toilet paper. And what you will do, and what can you do? And I have to point out that it is not a common Double 11 event or a Black Friday as usual. It is after pandemic pneumonia. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea how to rebuttal diarrhea or anything connected to that, so I will ask my question. And my question is, you mentioned that the production of goods will boost the amount of jobs, and also it can be even sustainable because you will use this stuff to give it to your relatives, or you will give it away or something like that. So your point is that you can reuse it, but do you think that sustainability is only about reusing stuff?
Certainly not, but it's also about consumer responsibility, and I think this is a great opportunity for that. If you buy something cheap enough, if you get something at a very, very super affordable price, that almost incentivizes consumers to get the biggest bang for their buck.
Yeah.
And when you want to get your biggest bang for your buck, you're going to make sure you use it to the best of your ability, and you're going to use it well. You're going to take care of it, and perhaps share it. If you get like a very cheap vacuum cleaner, maybe you share it and you help your neighbor who doesn't have one vacuum, so they don't have to buy one. That's one less vacuum.
Sounds like a utopia. I love Double 11 already.
Okay. Now you're there.
Cynicism. I detect some cynicism here.
Yeah, they're now using some tactics like Kate is laughing at you. You're like, you suddenly become so nervous. Stay calm and stay cool. It's fine. Just a technique. You know it. Yeah. Okay, girls.
Is it our turn to ask a question?
No, just still free debate.
Well, then drop something for us.
There's an old Chinese proverb. It says, store the wheat in case the starvation comes. So stock some commodities in your house. It is very good for your family, and just in case for some sudden situation like pandemic pneumonia.
Right, and usually people buy rice on Double 11, right? Or maybe
Some
it's
people.
clothes. When you stock clothes, how much it can help you, reducing poverty or escaping hunger?
A lot of clothes
Can
help you
be
interview for jobs,
Cooked.
which help you less hungry because you're employed afterwards.
We are doing charity, exactly.
okay.
We're creating job opportunity and doing charity. And how defined is our work to support the
How
W11.
define?
Beautiful.
Macy?
But actually, spending all your money on one day buying all stuff, like stocking up, is actually harmful to the business. Like, just as you said, you want to do charity for them, but actually it's going to be harmful because this kind of like when you know that it's going to get its bottom price on the exact shopping spree, then you are going to save until that day. So throughout the year, the selling won't be stable, and it's going to seriously hurt the brand name.
On the contrary, it actually might create more brand loyalty, because if you get something at a nice price and it works well, you're going to be like, oh, I kind of like that store. I'm going to go there more, and I'm going to buy a lot more of their stuff.
But only go there for one day in a year, right?
Yeah, but that's the hook, right? You hook consumers with a very cheap thing, and then year round they're going to go back. Go back to that barbershop, get that service. They're going to go back and maybe from the same place they bought a TV, buy a swell phone. I mean, it creates more links to small businesses.
Yeah, right. What we are talking about right now sounds very logical and rational, but I don't think it works like that in reality. People just go crazy and they stock up their Taobao, and then they order stuff they don't need, but they feel like they got a good deal, and they end up with a lot of garbage at their home. And again, I remind you, goods are not made of air. A lot of goods are made of things that cannot be, resources cannot be reusable, so.
Yeah, goods are not made of air. They're made of things sometimes not very friendly to the environment.
Right.
So what's your rebuttal for that?
My rebuttal is that it's in the long-term interest of our planet that we consume, because the more we do consume, we create revenue to fund green energy projects.
This is so funny.
Why do you think it's so funny?
Okay.
Now she's laughing and the tears are coming out, guys. So be careful, watch out.
It's like, come on, like you really believe that money can buy something that you cannot get out of the earth anymore? Like you won't plant money, you need to plant trees. And trees is the most basic and stupid examples. But if we talk about rare materials, you cannot recreate them again. And money won't help you with it. You cannot find, and again, I doubt that those supermarkets have very developed social responsibility departments that will invest in R&D and think how to recreate rare materials that they use to produce their goods.
Okay. You major in environment, right? This is something that you're really good at, right?
I'm good
Not
at
really.
everything, believe me.
Okay. Back to you guys.
Well, one of the interesting stories that I encountered was someone who, this is anecdotal, of course, so by no means representative of society as a whole, but I know someone in America who, she gets a lot of good deals on Black Friday, and she uses a lot of those products, like, for example, various beauty care products or various, bath and body, products, and she uses those deals to favor local businesses so they can actually have a bigger footprint in the local community. And I think that's a great way for ethical companies to have a stake in Black Friday.
Absolutely. I don't doubt that it's good to support your local businesses, small businesses. This is the good way how you should think about buying stuff. But I do think that Double 11 doesn't promote this idea of supporting your own local business in your own area and think through the stuff you're gonna buy. We had a small survey about the marketing, right?
You did?
Yeah, we did.
Both of you did it, or you find that survey online?
We
did it on our WeChat.
Did you see the homework and research, guys? Okay, so tell us about that survey.
So it appears to. So I asked a question on that survey about whether people think about the frequency of the ads and how they feel about it, and most of them ranked it high, which stands for they're overwhelmed by the frequency and all this ads and stuff. Like they're tired of it. Like it's from the people.
It's from the voice. That's the voice of the people. People.
That's true, yes. But remember, we're not debating whether companies should market on Black Friday. We're debating Double 11. We're debating whether people should stock up on Black Friday and Double 11, which are two different things.
Oh, it's two different things, is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Is it, girls? To you, is it? Is it the same thing, or is it something that you're trying to communicate with them?
I mean, I'm not against stocking up, again, when it comes to a very reasonable and very rational behavior of the consumer. What we are saying is that the overwhelming amount of ads forces you to buy stuff that you don't need, and you end up stocking up, not like amazing stuff of your local businesses, but just garbage. Again, I will underline it. It's gonna be shitty clothes that you're gonna wear for one season and maybe not wear it at all, and then you're gonna throw it away.
I'm not thinking she's talking about that kind of stuff that can be stocked up. She's talking about some.
Oh, you can stock up everything. Come
You
on.
can stock up everything.
Really?
Yeah, even boys.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on. We're talking more about the toilet paper stuff, okay?
Right, oh, I'm sorry.
So sorry.
Right.
Okay. So,
Oh
yeah,
my
so
God.
boys, so what kind of things are you talking about that you think that it's reasonable to just to stock up during the shopping
First of
season?
all, it can be food, it can be some daily essentials like napkins, toilet paper, tissue, or even clothes for some.
Even clothes?
Even clothes for the winter.
Is that reasonable? Is that reasonable to you? To
Again,
stock up clothes and also other stuff?
Again, reasonable is when the customer understands how much do they need, for example, throughout the year, right? Do you think that every customer counts the amount of toilet paper they use and the amount of winter clothes they need?
Of course they did.
Oh wow, you're so positive about. Like I understand your consumer behavior right now. When is your birthday? I want to give you more toilet paper.
We can all give you more toilet paper for your
You
birthday.
can use a white flag
appreciate
right
it.
now.
Okay, now it's live, and Kate, you do know that's in record. So, when is your birthday? Kate will send you like boxes
Really,
of
I
toilet
prefer
paper.
the brand of Temple.
But they only must be purchased today or next year on Double 11.
Okay.
Yeah, when there's huge discount, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what do you say to the fact that there's also an opportunity that these holidays create for working people who don't have a lot of resources to buy things they wouldn't otherwise get to buy?
Do they actually? I have no idea how those people who cannot afford something in general
Give them
rely
an
on Black
example.
Friday.
For
Right.
example, like, a very important, like a table. Those are not expensive. I just bought one.
Do you want to stock up tables then? You
Maybe
can
if I
have
have-
very good deals. Then
Yeah.
you will open your own shop and you will resell those tables, right? No, it's not how it works. I'm sorry.
But you can't discount the fact that maybe people you have breadwinners in a house buying tables for like every house for every room in the house and
Do you really need that many tables? Seriously,
Sometimes.
you
I
need a big
imagine
house.
like a
You need
very
to buy a
poor
big house for
family.
that.
Yeah.
Very poor family, for some reason, having 15 rooms in their house, and so
Right.
they're buying those cheap
I'm so
tables.
glad to see now the topic. First off, it starts from the toilet paper, which might be normal, and then it went to boys, to clothes, to now to tables. Okay, so what else? What else do we have here?
Toys. I always used to when I was a little kid growing up in school, I noticed how like the poor kids and the rich kids in my class during Christmas time had different ranges of gifts. Like
Right.
Santa Claus always visited the poor kids' house
Right.
much less than the rich kids, and I thought that's not fair. So this is an opportunity for parents to be able to give their children a little bit of happiness.
Oh, now let's talking about happiness.
Happiness, and this is a very good thing to talk about. So, do you think that happiness is about things and toys?
It's very philosophical. and
You raise a
spiritual.
very important point. I think there's two parts to that question. The first is, do you get the overall happiness from a one purchase? For example, happiness that carries, that's consistent, that's lasting. Clearly not. That's never the expectation that most people have, that something's going to make their lives amazing with one purchase, right? But it does make a difference when it comes to momentary confidence and momentary faith in the system. It helps people want to work for something. It's like a treat, it's positive reinforcement. You work all day, or you go to school for 5 days a week, you have something to look forward to at the weekend. You can, have an extra toy, or you can have another
Another toy.
table.
And then
Another-
the toilet paper. Wow!
Yeah.
Well, I get your point, and I think it's very sweet. But I would say it also goes down to the laziness of people. We are so lazy that we used to think that this toy is going to make you happy. And I remember my short story. When I was very young, I didn't have dolls. Maybe this is the reason why I'm like this right now. But anyway, we had like a New Year's Eve or something at school, and they were giving dresses to dolls, to girls. And so they gave me the dress, but I didn't have a doll. And I was crying, and I thought that I'm an unhappy kid and that my life is bad, my parents are horrible, no one loves me. But it wasn't true. My parents, first of all, thought that those those dolls that look quite ridiculous if we think about from like a biological point of view will ruin my psychology, and I would think that I'm ugly, for example, if I'm gonna compare myself with like a very beautiful unrealistic doll, right? Also, when I told them that right now I have a dress and I don't have a doll, they took me to a very nice park and they bought me ice cream, and they showed me that the time with them is much more valuable than some stupid doll. And I forgot about this situation. So I think it's the way your parents try to give values to you while you're growing up.
Right.
But still,
so,
you have- oh,
so
sorry.
Dominic, do you know what to give Kate during her birthday now?
A doll.
A doll. Maybe like dozens
No,
of dolls from you.
ice cream and park. Come
Okay,
on.
ice cream park. You know, the origin of the Double 11 is actually a brand of engineering. They have no girlfriend, and then that's why this festival is created to rewarding some diligent and hardworking people. So the reason why we buy it for some gift to others. Like
Oh, now
people
you're
will
playing
buy
the-
some chicken in Christmas Eve. Like someone will buy doll to show their love to their kid. But I, of course, in order to show my love to you, I will buy you a doll next time. Maybe.
Okay.
We're moving so fast.
Yeah, okay, it is moving like beyond our expectation. But thank you so much. That's a really exciting free debate, right, Professor? How do you like it?
I love it very much. It's very much like a seminar that we have in a graduate course. You know, like everybody discuss, and then the professor will make like a final conclusion.
Right.
And
but not final.
No,
Just
no,
yeah,
not
so
at all.
far,
Yeah,
so far
yeah.
so good, or
You know,
so far so bad.
I'm a big shopper. Just like I love buying stuffs just to relieve my pressures from work.
From meeting students like him. Right?
No, he's very good student.
Okay.
But the thing is that so funny is that when he talks about stimulating the economy,
Right.
it just reminds me that the saying that the current president of the United States, Donald Trump, once said, "Stimulate the economy and try to make the America great again."
Yeah, right.
Kind of stuff. It's really interesting. And then you guys talk about the toilet paper stuff, but I think we're a little bit off the track because we're thinking like, do we need to stock up in that day, the specific day, or can we just buy stuff like a day or 1 day or 2 days, in your normal time. You don't have like to stock up in 1 day.
Right.
I think that's
That's the key.
yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
for the topic. And especially when it comes to consumption, actually they say a lot about, this will help people to find a job, it will get them the payment, it will be good to the economy. But you guys never gave a number. Like for the consumption sector, how much does it contribute to the GDP in China, where many other countries around the world, where for the world growth. So I think maybe you could have more like substantive content for that part. But I think it's really, really exciting, right, for both of them. Now they hate each
If you
other.
need to buy something, can you just put your item beforehand in the shopping cart and wait till
Right.
that day, or do you just need it right now?
Right.
I think that's the main point.
Do you need to buy like a lot, overbuy a lot on that day or on those a few occasions? Or do you just buy it when you need it? So I think, yeah, as Professor said, this might be the key, and you can't go too far away from that topic. We still need to focus
But
on that.
I love Kate saying, like, she's really relaxed. And the boys, when the first, beginning, you guys were like very anxious and
Right.
nervous. And he was a little bit, sit back and kind of like alerted from Kate.
Especially
right?
when Kate like starts smirking, like smiling, and say commodity, like clothes, right? With those like eyesight.
Are you a real stand-up comedian? I hope you could be like a little bit relaxed.
Well, yeah. So I'm at my funniest when I'm joking about like a lot of calamity, and this is something that's more positive. So that's why I'm more serious. So
Okay.
the more negative or the more awful things are, the more funnier I get.
No, we want the good things. We don't want the negative stuff. Save it for next time, maybe. Yeah, but now how about let's get to the Q&A session. For the Q&A session, we have 3 questions from each side to the other side. So let's start from the affirmative. So, gentlemen.
What's one positive thing about economic growth? What's one way not participating in Double 11 or Black Friday helps the economy?
Well, I would say that according to the Forbes article I read, Double 11 increases the short-term stock, but overall it doesn't increase stock at all, and it actually doesn't influence the big retailers who are actually able to run Double 11. So I don't even see this influence, positive or negative, on the economy.
Okay, the ladies' first question to the gentleman.
How was your last Double 11?
It's a good question.
Right.
Good question.
And, I have to say, most years, I am against hypocrisy. by all accounts, and I always believe in doing what I believe in and leading by example. This year, various difficulties prevented me from doing my duty as a consumer, so I didn't really buy anything. But
Didn't really invest.
I did
But,
buy a
there's
good
a
razor.
but.
So
In the table, right?
yeah,
And the tables. Did you really buy 15 tables? You
I
wish.
bought a table right before, and I made ice cream on it.
Are you gonna smash the table before the next Double 11 comes?
Right.
Yeah.
Where all the tables that he has,
Yeah.
And we
right?
distribute the wood to people who want to plant trees.
Oh,
For
okay.
Christmas? Okay.
Okay, question 2.
I want to wave my white flag actually, but it is still a shame for me to say that. Now my question is, as you see, you say you are anti Double 11 activist. So what have you done to your campaign?
Well, thank you for asking this question. As I mentioned in the beginning, I actually helped, I live nearby Zero Waste Shop, and they organized anti-swap parties, so I managed to clear my own house and bring a lot of stuff. And after that, the clothes that they collected after the swap party, it was donated to people in need.
And
Okay,
additionally,
question 2.
Okay. Question 2.
Oh, sorry, you want to add something for that, right? I'm sorry, Macy. Yes, go ahead. Yes, go ahead. Sorry, my bad.
okay, so yeah, I like to mention that for this clothes I bought just before this Double 11, and I hope that's gonna give a hint to my shopping strategy, which I think is more ideal. So I came through this on the website, and at that time it has a small discount near 3 days later, and I saved it for that day, and I bought it. And I got it exactly the same day at Double 11. So if I waited until Double 11 to purchase it, maybe I'll get the cheapest price, but maybe I won't receive it and wear it and sit here with you
So
guys.
economist mind, people always listen to the economist saying you have to save your money to be financial smart. But actually, just imagine 10 years later, 20 years later, you just only spend a few hundred renminbi in this Double 11 event. How does it help to your future life? It doesn't change everything at last. So why don't you just enjoy the moment and join this carnival? And that's meaningful, like buying a gift to your beloved one, like buying a doll to your loved kid.
Yeah, I really love how you connect love for your kid and Double 11. Moving with that, can you share?
Okay, now there's so interesting. They're now turning this Q&A session to another round of free debate, which I don't allow.
Right.
Okay, but no, it's fine. But yes, question 2.
Can you give 5 items that you would prefer to stock up for Double 11?
Tables.
Toilet
Tables,
paper.
toilet.
papers.
We got it.
No, I'm kidding.
Right.
Toys.
Yeah. So
Each of you, 5.
Yeah.
Name them right now.
Yeah.
Is it
I mean, you can use a
or
flag.
is it to private to share?
Like there.
Okay.
And the word begin with C.
A blender. Iron. Yeah, because those,
But you don't stock up those stuff, right? Just you need one. Right?
But
You need to buy one.
sometimes I iron at a very fast pace, or I iron very slowly, and my other friends who might be living with me might want to iron more quickly. So ironing, that's one thing.
Okay.
Oh, also window curtains.
Curtains.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the worst stuff. You buy curtains and a lot of iron, and you use different iron to iron your curtains.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, and trips. Yeah.
Like travel trips. you
Yes.
mean? Okay. What else?
So that's 4 for me.
Oh,
Okay.
That's an unhappy number. So.
for me, I'm not as same as she does. I'm also an anti Double 11
Oh, come on.
people.
So, now, are you saying you're like raising your white flag again? Because we're still doing this debate where you're changing.
Okay, I'm telling the truth. I didn't spend even a penny to Double 11. But
Why
actually,
not books.
yeah.
So
because-
professor is here, please. Books, pens.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Exactly. I do buy some books in like privacy and
That's so
the
fake.
word.
Yeah, so fake.
That
It's too
book
late to say
called
that.
Right.
Onward. Yeah.
No A for them, right?
Definitely no.
The fifth thing, come on.
Rice cookers.
Rice cooker.
Oh, rice cooker.
Yeah.
You stock up.
Like, right.
Yeah. You can never have enough rice. Because that's what.
You can never have enough rice, but you can have just one rice cooker. Is enough, right?
But for people who own small businesses, it's very important.
So how many business do you own? You need like so many tables, you need so many irons, also need curtains and rice cookers.
Yeah.
All are plural form, but very good. Okay, so the final question.
Final question: what will you do in the event of a mass environmental disaster, like a hurricane or an earthquake, if you don't
Okay.
have enough things on hand?
How to reply to this question? What would I do during the hurricane if I wouldn't have enough clothes to drop into the hurricane? So it's gonna be more fun, like more
I
stuff
think you're more
going
talking
around.
about like
"Woo,
something
thank
that
God."
you need for those natural disasters or something emergency, like toilet papers, canned food, or
like iron
what if-
and curtains
and tables.
Yeah.
What if the hurricane just came right before the day of Black Friday? What would you do?
Well, that's exactly why responsible consumers buy in advance, and that's what these holidays do, is they create a sense of awareness, consumer awareness. So we also buy in the lead up to the holiday as well.
But like you haven't got them. Like you just pay for them, but the hurricane came.
Just
Okay.
believe in God. Okay, it's the only way.
pray.
Just
The
pray.
amount of hurricanes in Beijing is striking, so I will definitely prepare for the next time. But our last question
Yes.
is that are you getting ready for the next year's Double 11?
Yeah, well, I'm trying to start diversifying my portfolio, and I think one way to do that is to
No more tables. Next time, maybe chairs, so that
Yes.
you can match those tables.
very important. You gotta have like a full set. Can't have just some of the houseware. And I want to really redo my kitchen, so it's a nice place where I can do YouTube telecasts about how to mix good drinks.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually asked because I thought you will explain to me how you're gonna prepare for a hurricane, but you didn't. So
It's all about happiness.
Okay, but the chairs and the tables are not helping, right? No. Okay, great. So what do you think? I think, I think the boys, they're like, I don't know why they choose this topic. So because I don't think they really believe. Like, Kyle, you're fine, but Dominic's like, he's like one who wants to switch the sides, right?
Yeah, I understand there.
Because you don't believe in, like personally, you don't do overstocking.
Because
during
I enjoy shopping in the wheels retailer shop in the real life, because I enjoy to communicate with others instead of buying online. And it is all just an icon, a photo, but it is all.
Right. There's no emotion, feelings in there. But like, even though when you go to a shop, like when you buy real things in person, do you buy like a lot, extra amount, or you just like you're a very reasonable shopper?
I would say I'm not a reasonable shopper. When I get into some clothes shop, like this hoodie, like yellow color and blue and red,
Okay,
I will buy it
I would
all.
have 7 hoodies, like different colors.
Then I
That's
will buy
you?
the 7.
Oh, that's you. See, he really does stock up like clothes, even without like a major crisis like the natural disasters.
Come to our side.
No, but it is interesting. What about you? So maybe I can think you and me, we're a little bit crazy shoppers, especially during the shopping season, right? Especially because yours really stressful when you teach students like him, who always switch sides,
And doesn't buy books at all.
who doesn't buy books, who doesn't study.
That's what diplomacy does.
No. We are not the same, okay? we're not on the same side.
But because we just passed this Double 11 thing, so what about all of you here? Because you're here now in China. Did you like stay up really late? For me, I stay up till midnight, till bung bung, like when it's Double 11, I just like crazily press those buttons and buy a lot.
How much did you save? Money did you save?
To be honest, I'm not very sure. And the reason is I do this year is usually for last year and the year before, I was in Shanghai to cover the China International Import Expo. So I was extremely busy at that time. So I don't really have time to do the shopping.
Right.
So this year, finally, I'm in Beijing. I'm not too busy. So it's like a compensate for myself. It's like, oh, I'm so free this time. I have to buy a lot of stuff. Right. Sometimes you don't really need the stuff. It's sometimes because I think sometimes it's you need to have 40 yuan off if you buy more than 300 something. So you have to get to that amount, even though you just want to buy like a 20 stuff or something. So you always need to buy more to save more.
That of course helps fulfill your consumer responsibility to help the economy.
And now I'm such a responsible person for that, right? What about you, Professor? Is it the same thing happening like for that night?
Exactly. I bought books and I bought some skincare stuff. And I have a 5-year-old son, so I bought lots of stuff.
You have a son?
Yeah.
You're so young. I thought you were 21.
No. Oh my God. I'm super flattered, but no.
Did you buy him toys?
Yeah, I just bought a Christmas tree.
I'm thinking about this skincare right now. Oh my God, you look so young.
Okay, that's very good.
So I just bought a Christmas tree in November. Yeah.
Double 11.
Yeah, Double 11.
You got it already?
Yeah, I already have it. I just decorate it and just wait till December. Right?
Yeah. Nice. Wow. So did you like save a lot?
I feel like so.
Yeah.
And my husband doesn't know anything about it. So
That's the best part.
Yeah.
Like for girls, we spend a lot. Like we think like the more we spend, the more we save. Is that something that you believe in, where you strongly
definitely
go against
to it?
Yeah.
I mean, you save more if you don't spend, right?
Okay.
Well,
but still,
to me, very straightforward.
But for something, you need to buy at some point.
But
the toilet paper, the food, the snacks, the tree, maybe not.
Tables.
I
got your idea that if you have a better deal, you feel like you kind of earn those money that you managed to save. The problem is that, and this is what you mentioned, the tactics, how it works with a lot of retails during Double 11. They will decrease prices on very interesting and good products, but they will still have the same price for products you don't need. Right. How it works is that you're gonna get the products that is like cheap, but because you need to fulfill this 300 top line, you're gonna buy a lot of stuff, and eventually you don't save money.
And also, that's just as like I don't have my phone with me now. Just as you said, so sometimes it's really easy for people to buy something that they don't really need. Because I remember during 1 year, maybe 5 years ago or something, during the Double 11, so I bought like 6 iPhone cases because at that time they say it's 2 for 3. So I said, okay, I'll just buy a lot, right? If you buy 3, they will charge you 2, and if I buy 6, they will charge me just like the price of 4, right? And now I changed my phone. I only used 1. And because you will change to a new phone and the size doesn't fit anymore. So now I have like 5 new iPhone cases. Maybe I can put it on your tables, right? One on each.
And you can also give them to people who would otherwise buy them, but now they wouldn't. And that helps lessen the impact on the environment.
Okay, and also stimulate the economy, right? But like, do you have anything interesting? You now live in China. Do you ever shop on Taobao?
Yeah, I actually bought some books on Taobao. I'm a big fan
Professor, that's for you.
Remember to say that.
I'm a big fan of Russian literature, so I bought Dostoevsky. I also think back in the United States, it's interesting because we have like the Black Friday holiday.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
I remember my aunt. She had an interesting incident happen to her where she went and bought like a TV on Black Friday, and then someone accidentally picked it up, and so she didn't realize that she didn't have it, and then she went back to the store. Luckily she wasn't that far, and the person still had the TV, and so she made friends with that person. So in a way, some ways, this consumption helps bring the community together.
Oh my God, are we going to talk about
Okay, I like that ending.
But people also die when not during the COVID, but during Black Friday, right? When it's like not a Cyber Monday, but real Black Friday, people would fight for stuff and people would push each other. And
sometimes they're trash.
Yeah,
But because we used to work in the States, right? So did you have any experience of really staying up late, go to those stores in person and lining up and then just following the crowds when it opens the doors at midnight?
Yeah, everything you just said, I did.
I did once. No, I did like once or twice just to experience the life in there. So what did you buy for that?
Because I did my doctoral degree. I just got my doctorate degree at Miami, and for 6 years. So I also spent a year in DC. So
I used to work in DC.
Okay. Yeah. So I just were really like stable, really late, and just line up and try to buy something. And I usually buy like clothes. Yeah.
Clothes, right? No TV.
Yeah. No TV, no TV.
Right, no big stuff, no tables.
That's too big.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Did your aunt buy TV at Target?
Yeah.
Or
no,
Best Buy. Best Buy.
Or Best
it
Buy.
was- yeah, Best Buy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They had really good deal on
Right.
Black Friday.
But now because here in China, like online shopping is so convenient and it just make people feel maybe, I don't want to use the word lazy, but so it's just so convenient. You don't feel like going out shopping or, changing the clothes. You just like put those orders online. So what about you, Kate? Do you have any interesting experience of shopping here online? Something that you get is a little bit different than you thought or
Well, actually,
you just don't buy stuff at all?
I do buy stuff. I just think that I do this very logically, rationally, and I try to be slow rather than, like, I'm a slow customer rather than a very fast customer.
The opposite of me and Professor.
But actually, I lived in Nanjing 3 years ago, and I was not aware at that time. I was like, I'm gonna get a deal, I'm gonna do this and that. And I think what struck me at that point, or stroke, whatever, what is the verb? But yeah, that the fact that the amount of packages I saw on university campus after Double 11, and that I couldn't get my own package because the logistic company was overwhelmed and they were constantly sorry, and some of my friends, they lost their goods. So that was like a week of actually a mess,
Right.
chaos, absolutely. Yeah.
That's why Macy placed her order like a week before the Double 11, just to avoid that, right?
Yeah.
What else did you buy before the shopping season?
Like me?
Just the sweater?
Yeah. Oh, no, but also, yeah.
Because like she doesn't look like a really rational shopper. She's like us, right? She's like a little bit crazy shopper. Like in real life, are you a crazy shopper?
I am not, definitely not.
No, seriously?
Yeah, though I'm your fan.
You can say yes, right? No, I'm kidding. So so you just buy the stuff that you need? Because for girls, it's really...
I did some impulsive things like
like
after
what?
I came to Beijing to university. So it was, it didn't cost me a lot, but it was dumb. Like, I'm sorry to say that, but it was a time my friend had sent me the links about an app to kill the price for the price, and I just downloaded the app. But then what happened was that they came to have a special event for newcomers. They said,
right.
you've got 50 minutes, and you're got in
You
this
got a
50 minutes,
coupon, like for 10 yuan or something.
no, like you get it for free,
Oh, even better.
Yeah, and I was totally triggered. Like, okay, it's gonna just be 1 cent. It's free, and I'm gonna go for it. So I spent 50 minutes to choose from a long list of stuff, and I got 15 packages of wet tissue. And then after they were sent to my school, I spent 50 minutes of walk from my dormitory to get to that spot to get a package. But then where I lined up for another 50 minutes. And when I finally get them back, I spent another 50 minutes. So add them all together, I spent an hour for 15 wet tissues. But then what happened is that I didn't even use one full package of them. So
Okay.
yeah,
You can give it
I
to the
brought
boys.
them tonight,
They need
but
it.
anyways.
Right.
Yeah.
We keep it for toilet paper.
Okay, for sure.
They need
Sure.
it. Yeah, just give it during his birthday. He'll love
Do you think
it.
it is
Yeah.
a shame to share the link to everyone you know just for a toilet paper? You know, that's really a shame that, you know, someone you need 拼多多 and then you just share a link to everyone, to even to your
right.
professor, just to help you to, I
Your
don't know,
professor is here. Be careful with that. Okay.
just for 砍一刀 and then to
Right,
save
For next
a
time,
few
you need
cents.
someone to support you, right? To get more discount, you can send it to him because he has nothing to do. It just help you do that.
Okay.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring. Exactly.
One point I also want to talk about too is like delivery. You know, workers, YMI guys and gals, and you know YMI people of all genders get to you know when they come to like Double 11. You know, these kinds of opportunities allow them to you know make a lot more deliveries and make a lot more money. And I think that's also important if you think about like their wages and their ability to take home.
Their wages depend on the amount of deliveries they give. Maybe they get paid only for one working day, and then
No, I think it's dependent
just,
on. I guess it depends on the pieces that you deliver. You actually deliver.
we guess. We
Yeah,
don't know.
I-
It depends
yeah.
on the company. Some companies
Right.
can actually just pay for the working day. So during Double 11, actually delivery people, they are overwhelmed with the amount of work.
Right. But still, that's interesting. To buy or not to buy, really discuss an interesting topic. And here we are in the Man Coffee, the Yizhuang branch, which is located in the Daxing district of Beijing. We're doing this debate today, but I think they're really mild. They are not very fierce debaters, right, Professor? No? No. But still, it's very interesting. We also talk about to buy or not to buy, and there's no right or wrong for that. But I think what is really interesting and profound is that today we have guests from China, Russia, and also the US, New Zealand to share with us their different insights and perspective about this issue. And it's really, really interesting. So thank you so much again for joining us, and big thank you to our viewers for your attention. We have more to come in the coming weeks, so stay tuned on the chat room on CGTN. Bye for now. Have a great weekend. Bye.